You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
Is this the exact right time for AI startups to enter Korea, and which sectors will actually win? It's Thursday, June 25. Let's look at what this means for startups and entrepreneurs in Korea. We're pulling from Seoul Economic Daily today to really unpack these tactical entry options for, foreign founders looking at the market.
Yeah, and the raw data we have today, it paints a very specific picture.
It really does. We're seeing public market appetite, corporate infrastructure, and live enterprise demand all peaking at, the exact same moment. Let's start with the money.
Right, the MadUp numbers.
Exactly. MadUp, this AI marketing startup, they just hit a massive general subscription ratio of 3,305 to 1 ahead of their July 1 debut on the KOSDAQ.
Which is basically Korea's version of the NestEQ.
Right. And they drew 6.6 trillion Korean won. That's roughly $4.7 billion in retail deposits just in a 2-day window. I mean, compare this to a blockbuster movie premiere, right?
Right.
Retail investors are lining up around the block.
Yeah, it's wild. They're basically blindly funding the companies making the pickaxes.
Right, but I have to ask, does this premium pricing signal a permanent shift for AI native valuations, or is this just a fleeting hype cycle?
Well, the mechanism here is really institutional confidence kind of trickling down to retail. When you see $4.7 billion parked for an AI startup, the market isn't just chasing a trend.
Right, they want tangible B2B value.
Exactly. But, how do foreign startups actually afford to enter and capture that demand? Because here's where it gets really interesting. KT, the telecom giant, they just slashed their enterprise AI prototype build costs.
Oh, wow. By how much?
Well, a standard proof of concept run used to cost anywhere from 50 to 100 million won. So that's 36,000 to 72,000 US dollars. KT just dropped that to under 1,500 won.
Wait, really? Under 1,500 won? That's what, less than $1 US?
Less than $1 US, absorbed entirely by KT.
That is insane. That essentially means the traditional cover charge for testing enterprise fit is just gone.
Yeah.
So how does this specific action alter the risk-reward equation for foreign founders entering the market?
It flips the script entirely. I mean, by eating that $36,000 upfront cost, KT is locking these international teams into their own telecom and cloud ecosystem.
Right. It's a loss leader strategy.
Yeah. You deploy a functional MVP for pennies, and they own the pipeline once you scale.
So, okay, if KT is basically giving away the infrastructure, are Korean businesses actually using these tools? I mean, Adobe creators in Korea are reporting 80% AI integration right now.
Yeah, and 92% say creative AI directly improved their growth.
Plus, you have Samsung Electronics embedding Galaxy Watch hardware into active pharmaceutical clinical trials to feed efficacy studies. But let me push back here. Since 80% adoption is massive, does this mean the Korean market is already saturated?
I get why you'd think that, but no. It just means the market is exceptionally primed for new institutional B2B tools. They aren't just playing with novelties anymore.
So they need highly specialized solutions.
Exactly.
Okay, so if you are a founder listening to this right now, we need to synthesize the tactical takeaways. Give me the bottom line.
Sure, here it is. The 3,305 to 1 MadUp subscription ratio is the clearest market signal yet that Korean investors are pricing AI-native startups at a massive premium. With telecom giants offering near-zero cost MVP programs, the traditional financial barriers that previously gatekept international teams from the enterprise market are completely gone. And finally, AI marketing automation, B2B productivity infrastructure, and clinical data platforms are definitively the top Korean sectors where demand, capital, and public market appetite converge right now.
Before we wrap up, think about what happens when this infrastructure scales even further. If a $1 prototype gets you in the door today, what happens to your startup's valuation when those localized models become mandatory for doing business in Asia? It's something to mull over as you build your strategy. That's today's AI Prism. Founders. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Juan IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.